reasons why people don't invest as much as they should is that many times people don't know the investment opportunities that are available to them or how they work. My name is Charity Ezemwa Onako. I'm the founder and CEO of WealthyGen. In this money lesson, we will talk about savings bond, what it is and how it works, so you can determine if it's a good investment opportunity for yourself, your children, or your grandchildren. First, let us understand what a savings bond really is. Did you, as a kid or anyone you know, receive a savings bond from an elderly relative, either as a birthday gift or as a holiday gift? Many people did receive such gifts, but either do not know or understand what it is, or basically don't know how to use it, right? Think of a savings bond as an IOU from the government and you are the lender. So when you buy a savings bond, you are basically lending money to the government for a specific period of time. And when this specific period of time elapses, the government pays you back in full the total amount of money you invested plus interest. So the US Treasury issues the US savings bond, and it's guaranteed by the US federal government. So when you buy a savings bond, you are basically lending money to the federal government, and it is guaranteed by the federal government. So at the end of the time period, you get paid the full amount you invested plus interest. A savings bond has the ability to be given as a gift. So you can basically buy a savings bond and give it to a loved one as a gift. There are two types of savings bonds available for purchase: the Series EE bonds and the Series I bonds. And the difference between these two is just in the way their interest rates work. The Series EE bonds have fixed interest rate. That means it earns a fixed rate of interest on the bond. Plus, if you hold the bond for at least 20 years, it is guaranteed to return double the value you invested. The Series I bonds also have fixed interest rate, but the value is not guaranteed to double, but the value is protected for inflation or adjusted for inflation twice a year. Let me explain this again. Both the Series EE bonds and Series I bonds have fixed interest rates, but while the Series EE bonds are guaranteed to double in value if you hold it for at least 20 years, the Series I bonds are not guaranteed to double in value, but the value is protected from the rises of prices of goods and services in the year. So twice in a year, the value of your Series I bonds are adjusted to accommodate the effect of the inflation or the effect of rises of prices of goods and services. So that's the difference. Both of them have fixed interest rates, but one, which is Series EE, is guaranteed to double in value if you hold it for at least 20 years. Series I bonds are not guaranteed to double in value, but the value is protected against the effect of inflation. So where can you buy savings bonds? The US savings bonds is available for purchase, or is being sold by the US Treasury. So it's available for purchase on the US Treasury's website, which is treasurydirect.gov. So you can go to treasurydirect.gov and buy your US savings bonds. Now let's talk about the interest rate on the savings bonds. The current rate of interest on the Series EE bonds that are issued between May 2021 through October 2021 is an annual rate of 0.10%. But the current rate of interest for the Series I bonds that are also issued between May 2021 through October 2021 is a composite rate of 3.54%, and a portion of this interest rate is adjusted for inflation twice in a year. Now let's talk about risk. Someone will say, what is the risk of investing in a savings bond? The good thing is that the US savings bond is considered one of the safest investments available because it is backed by the full faith and credit of the US federal government. That means your investment is guaranteed to be paid back in full no matter what. What about the amounts and limits? How much of a savings bond can you buy in a year? So in any given year, you can buy savings bonds of any amount from $25 to $10,000 in penny increments. That means you can buy savings bonds of any amount from $25 to $10,000. You can buy savings bonds of $25.01. You can buy savings bonds of $50.25. Any amount from $25 and $10,000. So the annual maximum you can buy of any type of savings bonds is $10,000. You can buy savings bonds of more than $10,000 in any given year. So tell me, what do you think about savings bonds? Have you bought or received the savings bonds before? How did you use it? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Please share in the comments below. In my next video, we'll talk about the pros and cons of buying a savings bond and how you can actually use it. Thank you so much.